Welcome aboard. I'm Captain Wayne Canning and I'll be your host for this Project Boat Zen Quick Tips video. In this video I'm going to be talking about working with stainless steel. Anybody who owns or works on a boat is sooner or later going to have to deal with working with stainless steel. You're either going to have to cut it or drill it or do something with it. So in this quick tips video, I'm going to show you a secret for working with stainless steel. Years ago, I was working in a boat shop and I was trying to drill a hole in a piece of stainless steel. And I was using oil as a lubricant to cut it. And the smoke was billowing up and I just wasn't getting anywhere, and my tools kept going dull and I was struggling with it. Well, the foreman came up to me and he said, "You're doing it the wrong way." And I looked at him and said, "Well, what am I doing wrong?" And he said, "You're using the wrong lubricant." I said, "Well, what should I be using?" And he said, "Water. Plain old ordinary water." And I thought, what the heck? Water doesn't lubricate tools. He said, "Try it. Clean that oil off of there. Here is a squirt bottle with some water in it. Use that." So I tried it, and lo and behold, it worked perfectly. And ever since then, anytime I have to cut or drill stainless steel, I use a squirt bottle with just some plain ordinary fresh water in it to keep my cutting tool cool. The problem with working with stainless steel is stainless steel contains chromium, and chromium is relatively hard. And what happens is when you're trying to drill or cut, this hardness creates friction, and the friction creates heat. And as soon as the cutting edge of your tool gets glowing red hot from the friction, it starts to melt down and you lose your cutting edge and you have to resharpen your tool. This is why tools go dull so quickly when working with stainless steel. Keeping this in mind, using water to keep your cutting tool cool works perfectly. It stops it from getting too hot. The problem with oil is oil will burn off relatively quickly, and as soon as it's burned off, it's lost its cooling effect. So the trick is you want to keep the cutting tool cool. Another thing with working with stainless steel is you want to slow your tool down. You don't want to go at a really high speed. I see people do this all the time. They grab their drill and they pull the trigger and go high speed, and the harder it is to cut, the faster they want to go. And that's simply not true. The best thing to do is slow your cutting tool down so that you reduce the friction and reduce the heat, and your sharpness will last longer. Same thing with cutting. You want to go slow. You don't want to go real fast. Now, of course, there's a balance to be achieved. You don't want to go too slow either, but you'll get the feel for it, and when you start cutting, you can kind of feel what's the ideal speed. But resist the temptation to pull that trigger all the way down and cut real fast. Let me show you here. I've got a 1/4-inch drill bit, and I've got a little piece of stainless steel here that's a little bit more than 1/16 of an inch thick. And I'll show you how drilling through it using water works. So what we want to do, and I'm not going to drill a pilot hole or anything, I'm just going to drill straight through this with the 1/4-inch bit. So I'll just go slow at first just to dimple my start, and then I'll get a little bit of water on there. And you can sort of see the steam coming off of that, and that's an indication that the water's starting to boil off. Sometimes it helps to have a helper with you who can keep a little squirt on there so that you don't have to keep stopping. And you'll notice I'm just putting good hard pressure on there, but not a lot of speed. And there you have it. I've drilled right through it. Good even pressure, slow speed, no problem. That drill will stay sharp for a while. You don't need the fancy high-speed tungsten drill bits that you pay a fortune for. This is just an ordinary, everyday, off-the-shelf, cheapo drill bit. And it works perfect for this. Cut right through it. Keep your cutting tool cold. Okay, now I'll show you cutting with a saber saw. Once again, this is an ordinary metal bit, metal blade. There's nothing special about this blade at all. And I'll show you how I can cut right through the stainless steel. And we'll cut right through the stainless. And this saber saw is a variable speed saber saw. So I've slowed it down a bit. I'm not going full speed on this. And there you have it. We've cut right through it, no problem. The blade is still sharp and I could keep cutting with it. So whenever you're working with stainless steel, keep a little squirt bottle handy. I got this one at any garden supply store or the garden section of a big box store. It's going to have a little squirt bottle like this for watering plants. Just keep a good steady flow of water on it. Water's great, it's easy to clean up, doesn't make a huge mess. You'll be thankful you did. Till next time, I'm Captain Wayne, hoping your screws are loose and your nuts are tight. Thanks for watching. I hope you found the video helpful. Please consider helping me out by contributing either through my Patreon account, where you can pledge a little bit for every video I release, or a single donation to my PayPal account. Every little bit helps and will allow me to continue producing high quality videos that will help you maintain and repair your boat. Thanks again.